Why is it always so cold here? Okay, that's hot. Oh my god. Hey babe, thanks so much for jumping on and watching the... Wait a minute. What if this is a guy watching? Why do I think of these things in the middle of the videos? Why didn't I think about this? Whatever. Okay, Crystal Carmetz here. Thank you so much for jumping on and watching this quick video really fast about this completely empowering, like badass fitness, health, like body empowering, I think I already said empowering, like community that I'm a part of, and it's completely changed my world. I literally went from being 60 pounds overweight to now being the healthiest and the most body confident I've ever been in my life, even though I do have several autoimmune disorders. I've got celiac disease, I've got hypothyroidism, I have endometriosis, I have like all kinds of different things and ailments that you would think would just completely set me back in my own fitness journey. And I used to allow those things to hold me back, and I don't anymore. I have 3 daughters, Carson, Katie, and Olivia. I have the love of my life, Stuart, and we live in Austin, Texas, and I am just I consider myself like someone's fit BFF, basically. I literally joined this community not knowing what to expect, and it's completely changed my world. I used to work for Hilton Hotels. I was making, I don't know, like $9 an hour, but when I started working for them, I think I was making like $7.20 an hour, but I got up to $9 an hour, and I was working shift work, so you never knew like what shift I was going to be working. Some days I would do the morning shift, sometimes it was the evening, sometimes it was overnight, and I just really got tired of that lifestyle, especially after I found out I was pregnant with my first daughter, Carson, and I was already a yo-yo dieter. I had already weighed 180 pounds before getting pregnant with Carson. I lost some weight through probably something that told me I could lose weight overnight, and so I don't know. Anyway, so I had my first daughter, Carson. I was still working for a hotel. I was still like stuck in that day-to-day grind, working like 30, 40 hours a week. I then had my second daughter, Katie, and at that time, I started working around 50 hours a week, and I was missing out on their lives. I was missing out on being there for my kids. I wasn't making it to all their events. I had a 2-year-old at home and a 2-month at home whenever I went back to work. And I just knew that I needed a change in my life. Like I knew that I needed something different in my life. I was living in Section 8 housing. I had over $30,000 in credit card debt, not mentioning the medical debt I was in because I couldn't afford health insurance because of my pre-existing conditions. So I couldn't afford health insurance. And so I owed the hospital like, I don't know, like $10,000 from having Katie, and I was a hermit. I was depressed. I was in a failing marriage, and I just felt like I was completely capped at my potential. I didn't know what it meant to take care of myself. I literally thought eating canned green beans was like healthy, and I think it's just growing up in the South and growing up in Texas, like you just eat everything fried and smothered, and it's great, it's delicious, but oh my God, it does nothing for my waistline and my love handles, and like I'm predisposed to have like cellulite and what are those called, saddlebags? Oh yeah, like whew, my mom's side of the family, yeah, they got that. Anyway, so I just, like I didn't know what it meant to be healthy. I didn't know what it meant to be fit or anything like that. And I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm up, and I think I just got done feeding Katie because like I said, she's like 2 months old, and I'm eating out of a bag of Doritos, and all of a sudden this infomercial comes on for this crazy workout, and I was like, okay, it's like this cardio kickboxing type workout, and I was like, okay, like I want to try that. Because I was too self-conscious to go to the gym. I just wasn't a gym girl. Like I didn't know how to use machines. I didn't know proper form. I didn't want people staring at me. I didn't want to like get on the hamster mill or the treadmill or the elliptical or the stair climber or anything like that. Like that was just boring to me. But not only that, I just didn't have the money to be able to pay for a gym membership, but also be able to pay for a personal trainer to teach me how to use the equipment. So I was like stuck because like I said, I was making $9 an hour. and I was in a marriage that wasn't supportive. So like I just didn't have a support system around there. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna order this workout off an infomercial. My first time ever ordering anything off TV, I think. So I order this workout, I get it in, and I instantly fell in love with it. Like cardio kickboxing was my jam. Like it was so much fun. It was called Turbo Jam actually. And so I started doing this workout. And within the first couple of months, like I had lost 20, 25 pounds, and I still didn't have that physical community around me, like in my personal life, but I decided to just start jumping on my Facebook and Twitter and just start like finding the cast members and talking to other people that were doing it, because I just wanted to feel support. I just wanted to have like a supportive community around me. So that's what I did. And then I was finding people that were just into fitness in general. So, and into taking care of themselves in general. And then Instagram came out and that just became hashtag so much fun. So then I just was surrounded by all of these amazing, positive people that were working out and they were taking care of themselves and they were cheering me on those days that I just didn't want to get my ass out of bed. And it felt amazing. I felt great that I had that type of support. And eventually I started thinking to myself, how can I help other people want to do this as well? Like I want people to feel as great as I do. Yeah, I've got an autoimmune disease. Yeah, I have a failing marriage. Yeah, I've got a shitstorm at home, but I'm taking care of myself physically and like my mindset, and things are just starting to change where I feel like I'm able to focus more. I'm feeling more confident in myself, and I'm just feeling like on top of I'm just feeling accomplished, and I'm feeling like I need more out of my life. And I feel like we all want that. We all want something more. We all want to have a purpose and a passion, and we want to be pursuing something that just sets our soul on fire. So I eventually got introduced to this whole like, hey, you should become an online fitness mentor for this company, Beachbody. And I'm like, hold up, no, like I am not joining one of those things. I don't know what that is. I don't want to join it. I've been asked to do candles and makeup and jewelry and I don't know, whatever else I've been asked to do. And I was never passionate about it. And after telling the person who invited me no, like 5 billion times, I finally was like, okay, you know what? The worst thing that can happen is I continue getting in phenomenal shape. I continue having incredible support and accountability, and I have this positive community around me that just makes me feel great about myself, and they're cheering me on. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. So I decided to sign up as an online coach for Beachbody, not knowing what that entailed, because I felt like I still needed to lose an additional like 30, 35 pounds to be at my goal ideal weight. And I was really nervous about coaching people when I myself wasn't feeling like a coach or a mentor. And I quickly found out through trainings and trial and error and whatever else that this whole experience is never about looking perfect. And I found out through this entire experience that like I have never felt a more fulfilling purpose in my life than joining this community and joining like what has completely transformed who I am from the inside out, and being able to fire my boss, quit working 50 hours a week to go from making $9 an hour. Like I remember the first time like I made a $70 check like in 1 week. And I remember being like, oh my God, like I can actually fill my gas tank up all the way without having to stop at $10. Because I used to be the mom that was scared to death to go to the grocery store for the fear that my debit card would be declined. Like I was the mom that would have to choose between being able to put extra gas in my car and buying formula, or being able to, you know, buy diapers and buying a toy for my oldest kiddo. Like those are the types of like sacrifices and the types of like decisions I was making on a daily basis. And I was tired of that. I was tired of that grind. And so I was able to go from that lifestyle, getting out of Section 8 housing, to being able to take my kids out of low-income daycare, to making a hefty multi-six-figure income now in the Millionaires Club with Beachbody. And I don't have a fitness and nutrition background. I don't even have a college degree. I dropped out after 6 months. Like I don't have anything that like makes me special other than the fact that I just want to help empower women to see and to view themselves in the best light possible, to empower them to do something bigger and better with their lives. And that fitness and taking care of themselves, like it just gives them that energy and that power and that confidence to go after things that are bigger. And this, I'm able to better my life physically, I'm bettering my life mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I'm bettering my life financially, and I'm able to stay home with my kids. And I just remember the first time I took them to Disney World, like on a full paid trip by Beachbody, and seeing their like eyes light up. We stayed at this all-inclusive resort, like literally right on the boardwalk. We got to take the boat to Epcot. We got to have a private dinner on the set of Indiana Jones, and it was just incredible. Like knowing that I was able to do this, and it started with working like 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, like investing into this opportunity that completely changed my life. So if you were invited here, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's fate, it's meant to be. Like you are meant to be here right now, listening to this, watching this, because someone thinks, or I think, that you could make an impact on other people's lives. So I just want to extend an invitation where if you have more questions about this, just ask me. I want to hear, I want to be here for you. I want to answer your questions. I want to know like what you got for me. Like what questions do you have for me? And if this is something that could potentially fit into your life, like, and if it is great, then hey, I'm your girl, let's talk about it. Or the person who invited you to watch this video, go talk about it. But I'm also getting ready to host like a sneak peek, like behind the scenes into what I do as a coach. And so if you want to check that out, just let me know, because I'm literally giving all the details, or just send me a message. I would love to fill you in. But thank you so much for watching and seeing all of my crazy little antics that I have. And I hope you're having a great day. Bye. So cold.